Welcome to the Sunday Reach by the Dominicans in India. Today we celebrate the feast of the Holy Family of Jesus, Mary and Joseph. On the outset, I wish all of you a very happy feast. Let us begin the reflection with a few questions. What makes the family of Jesus a holy family? Is it because that family was supernatural? They had God as the son and the Immaculate Virgin as the mother and the most righteous Joseph as the foster father? Surely this is one reason. However, they were not free from all the tensions, struggles, misunderstandings, poverty of an ordinary family. Perhaps this family had to go through all the more from the fact that they had to flee to Egypt with the small baby Jesus and return only after the death of Herod. How could Joseph meet the needs of this family in such conditions? So the family of Jesus was not free from any tensions that any ordinary family has to go through. So what is so special about this family? St. Josemaria Escriva says, in the home of the Holy Family in Nazareth, Jesus, Mary and Joseph sanctified their ordinary life without anything spectacular or newsworthy. They led a life that was to all appearances the same as that of their neighbors. A life that was important not because of the material things they did, but because of the love that they put into these things in perfect union with the will of God the Father. If I put in simple words, they loved each other so dearly and obeyed God so closely. And therefore, this most blessed family is a model for all the families for all the time. It is the school from which all the families of the world could learn something important to imbibe in their own lives. In one of his homilies, Pope St. John Paul II says, the Holy Family of Nazareth radiates genuine love and charity, not only creating an equivalent example for all families, but also offering the guarantee that such love can be achieved in every family. Jesus was born into this family that was so ordinary from the worldly standards, yet so extraordinary in their virtues. And I believe that this took place so that we who live in our families had a model to imitate. This Holy Family of Nazareth today challenges all the families to become like theirs. This challenge is indeed difficult, yet it is the need of the hour. Look around and we see increase in the number of broken families. There are many families who are now together just as an adjustment, thinking of their children or what others might say. Many look at family life as a burden. How do we revive our Christian families? How are we to make our families as Christ wants it to be, as church wants it to be? Perhaps again our imitation of a few qualities of the Holy Family can help us. Firstly, place for God. Holy Family of Nazareth had given God His place in their life. They prayed together. They discerned God's plan for them together. When they gave God His place, God came into their family as their son. They faced all the challenges of the life together because they were close to God and God was close to them. If we face breaking down of our family lives today, it is because we lack prayer. We lack closeness to God. A family that prays together stays together. Secondly, the acceptance of the other. In life, some things are gifts to us. We don't choose them because they are given to us. Family is one such a gift. The secret of finding happiness, therefore, in family is to accept the other as they are, than wanting to make the other as we want them to be. Joseph accepted Mary as she was, as the bearer of the Son of God. And Mary too accepted Joseph as he was, a carpenter. And they accepted Jesus too. Therefore, in that family, Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor of God and man, says Luke chapter 2:52. This acceptance comes from the love that we have for each other. When we truly love someone, we are able to focus on their goodness than their limitations. And that prompts us to accept the other as they are. St. Teresa of Calcutta says, it is easy to love the people far away. It is not always easy to love those close to us. Bring love into your homes, for this is where a love for each other must start. Thirdly, dying to oneself. Another important quality needed for any relationship to grow is to let go of oneself and focus on the other. If Joseph and Mary held on to their own plans in life, history would have been different and we wouldn't have a noble family to imitate. They forgot about themselves and looked into the other and gave importance to the other. Therefore, words of Jesus are very much applicable to them in this context. Unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains just a grain of wheat. But if it dies, it produces much fruit. John chapter 12, verse 24. If family has to have life, each member in the family has to go through this process of dying to oneself and living for the other. Holy Family of Nazareth is indeed a school from which we can learn these virtues. Imitating this family, each of our families are to become the school from which we and our children can learn to love, to care, to forgive, to pray, and to help. Amen.